Hello everyone, welcome back to Changfied YouTube channel. Today top story we are going to talk about three important news updates. We will talk about the National Salvation Front. We are going to talk about the Western Equatoria State newly appointed cabinet, and we are going to talk about the Justice Minister formerly charged by President Dr. Machar. Before we proceed, I would like you to help the channel by subscribing, and never forget to hit the notification bell so when I upload a new video you can be notified. Let's get started by talking about the NAS condemning the charge against Dr. Machar. The National Salvation Front, known as NAS, is speaking out strongly against the government of South Sudan led by Salva Kiir Mayardit. Earlier this week, the Minister of Justice announced treason and murder charges against Dr. Machar, the suspended first Vice President, and 7 senior SPLMIO officials. The accusation linked them to the March 2025 incident in Nasser, where Lieutenant General David Majordak and his bodyguard were killed during the confrontation between the Nuer army. But NAS, National Salvation Front, is not convinced. In a powerful statement released by Daniel Lee, their Commissioner of Information, NAS called the charges nothing but ethnic persecution disguised as justice. They pointed out that all 8 accused are from the Nuer community. For them, this is not coincidence, it is a pattern that goes back to 2013, when the Juba regime used justice not to heal but to punish, not to unite but to divide. They say justice has been used as a weapon to criminalize entire communities, especially the Nuer, while protecting regime militia who committed mass atrocities in Juba, Bor, Malakal, and Wau. National Salvation Front, led by Cirillo, also argued that the investigation was flown out. Of 83 people interrogated, 76 were released due to lack of evidence. So why were Machar and 7 others kept? According to NAS, this is a political witch hunt, not a fair trial. They reminded the public that the Nuer army often act independently as a community defense force. Prosecutors, they say, failed to prove that Machar gave direct order, and yet the charges of murder, treason, terrorism, and crime against humanity are being pushed forward. The group accused the government of manipulating the judiciary. Public statement from the Ministry of Justice already made Machar look guilty before any trial has been begun. This, National Salvation Front said, violates the constitutional right of presumption of innocence. My friend, let me speak to you directly. When justice becomes selective, it loses its meaning. When justice targets one ethnic group and spare another, it becomes injustice. If the South Sudan government truly cared about justice, they would begin with the crime of 2013, the killing in Juba, the Terrain hotel attack of 2016, and many other atrocities. But they do not. Instead, they focus on Machar and a leader. This is dangerous. It deepens a division. It sends a message that some life matter more than the other. And I say this, peace cannot grow in a soil watered with biases. If South Sudan wants stability, it must treat all its people equally under the law. What do you think, my brother and sister? Is this justice or is this politics? Leave your thought in the comment. Now let's turn to Yambio, where a different story is unfolding. The newly appointed cabinet of Western Equatoria State has held its first official meeting. Governor James Al-Taib Berapai led the session with 6 ministers present. This was their first step to set the direction of the government's first 100 days in office. The minister pledged to focus on governance, peace, and restoring security. John Bariyona Furula, the Minister of Cabinet Affairs, said they want to improve service delivery and ensure transparency in government. One interesting move, they introduced a ministerial dress code. Suit will be distributed to office to reinforce professionalism for the governor. This is about respect for office and confidence building among citizens. Governor Al-Taib made it clear resources must be used wisely to serve the people. He called this the beginning of result-driven administration. But outside that meeting, all concern remain. Civil society activist Edmund Yakani sounded the alarm about insecurity in Tambura County. He revealed that army group had even seized weapons from UN peacekeeper, a serious violation of international law. Yakani promised the name of those behind the attack would soon be revealed. My brothers and sisters, I want to think about this. On one side, the leaders are putting on suit and promising transparency. On the other side, insecurity continue and civilians suffer. Civilians do suffer a lot. My message to Governor Al-Taib is this: dress code and appearance will not build peace. What builds peace is protecting your people. What builds trust is accountability and fairness. The people of Western Equatoria do not need suit, they need security, food, and stability. What about you, family? Do you believe a dress code restores confidence, or should leaders focus more on action than appearance? Share your opinion in the comment section. Well, we all have seen some charges being put or linked to Dr. Machar. This is our final story. Once again about Dr. Machar, but this time from the Minister of Justice. I believe a couple of days ago we have heard all the news concerning about Minister Geng Akech. So let me remind you about this. Justice Minister Geng Akech has officially charged Machar with treason, murder, and crime against humanity last week. This is linked to the NAS attack of May 2025, where the Norway Army allegedly killed more than 250 government soldiers, and the SSPDF killed more than that, including civilian, where the government used helicopter gunship, using Ugandan helicopters, and using incendiary weapon chemical against the innocent Nuer people in Nasser. According to Justice Minister, this was no spontaneous outbreak of violence. They claim Machar network planned it, organized it, and carried out. They even accuse him of violating international humanitarian law, including the discretion of cops and targeting aid workers. The other supporters, they say that this is a allegation. Just the government wanted to link to Dr. Machar to accuse him more, and Young Machar did not done anything. We all know that Machar has been under house arrest since March 2025. His suspension from the vice president has already alarmed opposition group and international observers. Many say these charges are not about justice but about removing President Kiir's main political rival. The risks are serious. South Sudan peace agreement is already fragile. Elections were postponed from 2024 to 2026, and this case could push the country closer to renewed conflict. Regional body IGAD has already warned that Dr. Machar arrest and trial undermine the peace deal. They have called on all parties to respect dialogue and avoid unilateral action that they may trust. And also, the evidence that were collected in Nasser are one-sided evidence, according to international community comment. We all know that what happened in Nasser. What happened in Nasser, the SSPDF attacked the Norway Army. That's what happened. And this is what they said. So family, listen to me carefully. Persecuting Dr. Machar in this way is not just about one man, it is about the peace of the whole nation. Yes, crime must be investigated, justice must be served, but it must be justice for all, not justice for some. By targeting Machar while ignoring atrocities committed by the other, the government risks reopening all wounds. Peace is more powerful than politics, and we all know that. Dialogue is more powerful than prison. Reconciliation is more powerful than revenge. If South Sudan continue down this road, the 2018 peace agreement may collapse completely. Tell me, my viewer, do you think this trial will bring peace or will it create more division? Comment below and let your voice be heard. Today we have seen three important stories. The National Salvation Front, led by Thomas Cirillo, condemned the charges against Dr. Machar as political and ethnic persecution. We have seen Western Equatoria cabinet trying to set a new tone while insecurity is still on the people. And we have seen Machar himself facing formal charges that could change the course of our nation's peace. These are not just headlines. They are about the future of South Sudan. My message is simple. Without fairness, without dialogue, without reconciliation, we will not see lasting peace. Thank you for watching, for joining me. Please don't forget to subscribe to Changfied channel. Share this broadcast so that more people can know the truth. Until next time, may peace, justice, and unity guide us all. Thank you for watching, and bye-bye.